Are My Lips But Better videos even a thing anymore? Probably not, but they were popular so many years ago and I've wanted to do one and I never got around to it. So today we're gonna talk about all my favorite lip products that kind of mimic a natural lip color, at least on my complexion. That being said, they're mostly semi-sheer or buildable, so they would probably work on a wide range of skin tones. And if you're new here, I am not a matte lip girl. I'm not even really a lipstick girl. I like liquid lip balms, lip glosses, lip oils, kind of sheer, comfortable, balmy formulas. So if you're looking for some matte lip or liquid lip recommendations, you're in the wrong place. I got a lot of lip products to go over, so let's get started. So I've broken this down by color category. We have mauves, browns, reds, berries, and then miscellaneous. And I'm gonna start with the miscellaneous category because I think this is a true universal lip enhancer. So the Fico Lip Serum in Beach Glow is one of my all-time favorite products, one of my most repurchased products. The color is definitely a little scary in the bottle. It's like this bright, shimmery penny copper, but on the lips, as you can see, it just is like this sun-kissed kind of lip. It just warms up your lip a little bit, adds a little bit of that luminosity from the shimmer. It just makes you look like healthy and glowing and beautiful. Obviously, the Fico Lip Serums are one of my favorite formulas of all time. In the description box below, I'll link every single Fico Lip Serum swatched. I think there were over 30 shades. I compared them on my arms, I swatched them on my lips. So check that out if you're interested in the formula. But as for the Beach Glow color, I just think this is a universally flattering shade. It's just gonna add a little bit of warmth, a lot of comfort, and a little bit of shine with shimmer that you can't feel at all. It's just one of my all-time favorite products, and this goes with every look I do, no matter what I'm wearing. In a category of its own, I've got the SHANTIKI Lip Chic in the shade Honeysuckle. This is just the only pink that I pulled. All of the other pink lip products I have are very, very bright, or they're a lot warmer or more richly pigmented. This is the one that's almost a mauve. You know, it's more of a muted kind of rose pink, which I absolutely love. And the nature of this formula is so comfortable and balmy, yet cushiony and nourishing, that it's quite sheer, and so it really just ends up looking just like a natural lip color. And I think Honeysuckle is such a perfect shade if you want something that looks a little bit pink, but in a really sheer, understated way. This is also one of the most nourishing lip formulas I've ever tried. Obviously, Chantecaille ain't cheap, so you gotta shill out the big bucks for this. But it has this beautiful, subtle vanilla scent, comes in a wide range of shades, and I just love how kind of thick and nourishing and comfortable the formula is. So this is one of my most reached for My Lips But Better products. Now we're moving on to the category of mauves, or kind of like dusty rose shades. First up, the Rowan Liquid Lip Balm in the shade Charlie is such a classic. It's just such a muted kind of lip color. It's a little bit gray. It's just an understated, muted kind of mauvey rose. It's sheer and has that perfect amount of pigment, so it just looks like your natural lip color, and you've got that beautiful kind of thin but still cushiony liquid lip balm formula. The scent is pretty strong. It's a peppermint scent, which I don't love, but I just think this is one of the best lip formulas on the market. I love that little pointed applicator. Sadly, Rowan is no longer carried at Sephora. You know, ever since the founder, Nikki, left the brand has just kind of decreased in quality. I do think that they still carry this at Blue Mercury and Revolve, if I'm not mistaken. When I just think of a My Lips But Better shade, this is exactly what comes to mind. Another favorite is the M Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Venetian Rose. It's funny because when I first bought this, I just didn't like the color on me. I thought it was super gray and really pigmented, and I just couldn't figure out how to wear it. And so many people said it was the perfect My Lips But Better shade. One day I was testing out to see if I was gonna declutter it. I went downstairs and John was like, "What lip product is that? You look so good in that." And I was like, all right, sold, I'm keeping it forever. Compared to Rowan's Liquid Lip Balm in Charlie, I think M Cosmetics Venetian Rose is maybe a little bit warmer and definitely more pigmented. So if you have slightly more tan skin, this might be a really good My Lips But Better shade on you. I think it looks a little bit more like I'm wearing a lip product with this one, but I can definitely like blot it down a little bit, and now it just kind of looks like a natural lip color for me. This formula is amazing. I love that it has a slightly slimmer bullet so it can fit on my tiny ass lips. The formula is fragrance free, and you know, you really can't smell anything at all, and these come in quite a few shades now. So this is definitely my pick for number one from the lip cushions. I love it so much. They are very similar to the SHANTIKI Lip Chics and the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss as well. The Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss is tied for number one all-time favorite lip product formula with the Fit Glow Liquid Lip Serums. I just think that this is such a thick, comfortable, nourishing formula that stays in place and kind of smooths over the lip lines. It's super occlusive and it just makes my lips feel so good. And this color, Pillow Talk, is just divine. Compared to M Cosmetics Venetian Rose, this is a little bit brighter, a little bit rosier. I have an entire dedicated video comparing Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss shades to M Cosmetics lip cushion, so I'll link that in the description box below in case you want to see a thorough comparison. But I just personally prefer Pillow Talk because I think it's a little bit more flattering. It's a little touch more pink than Venetian Rose, and on my cool undertones, I find pink to be really flattering. So combined with the fact that it's my all-time favorite formula and this beautiful color, it's just a total win for me. Amanda Z got me onto this product and I'm so hooked. Obviously, Charlotte Tilbury products are quite pricey, so you just have to know that this packaging feels like very cheap kids makeup. It is not the like luxe weighted packaging you would expect from Charlotte Tilbury. Also, you can't twist down the product, so it can get a little bit messy. Doesn't bother me at all. I love this formula. It smells like vanilla, which I love. I love the color. Packaging is whatever to me. I'm rarely affected by packaging in terms of the aesthetics. More so if there's a packaging issue that like makes the application frustrating, that's when I have an issue. But I just wanted to point that out because I know it bothers some people. But this is definitely one of my favorites out of this whole video. This is a new one and I love it so much. This is the NARS Soft Matte Lip Balm in Unrestricted, and it's just this Vaseline feeling lipstick that feels like a balm, but looks totally matte. I love it. It's a fantastic formula. And this color Unrestricted is like a cross between a mauve and a kind of cool tone pink. I definitely don't have a shade exactly like this in my collection, and I reach for this when I want that kind of My Lips But Better shade, but slightly more enhanced in more of a lipstick form. But it still feels like a very comfortable balm and has a really nice, soft, subtle vanilla scent. So this is definitely one of my favorites. The next category is berry colors, and none of these are like super purple berry. It's usually a combination for me of like a red, a brown, and a berry all mixed in one. Starting with my favorite from the category, the Fit Glow Lip Serum in Gospel. I think if I could pick one color that my lips could be naturally, it would be Gospel. It's described as a warm berry, but looking at it in the mirror now, I actually think it's more of like a pink mixed with a berry. So maybe this should have gone with SHANTIKI Honeysuckle, but on me, it's just that perfect flush of a romantic kind of youthful pink mixed with a little bit of a natural kind of berry color. Again, it's that incredible Fit Glow formula that we love. And I forgot to mention with Beach Glow, but I have a permanent coupon code. The code KATE20 gets you 20% off your order. It's not an affiliate code, so I don't earn any money from it. But if you want to support my channel, you can click my affiliate links in the description box below when you make a purchase. And I just love the Fit Glow Lip Serums. The formula is so nourishing, like I said. But this color is just so like youthful and brightening on me. It feels really romantic, but it still feels like a color that could look like my natural lips. Maybe if I just took it down a little bit like that. I think that's a little bit more of like a barely there kind of color, but I just reach for this when I want to feel my best, really. You know, those kind of like slightly pinky shades really brighten up my skin tone and make me feel, I don't know, they just make me feel really good. If you want something super duper sheer that has more of a high shine finish and less of like a balm formula, but more of a lip oil, look no further than the In Beauty Lip Glaze in Berry Jam. They have about 8 shades, I think, at this point. I love the In Beauty Lip Glazes because they all have different nostalgic scents. This is Berry Jam, and it smells like a pot of like hot, bubbling, juicy berry jam is like simmering on the stove. Oh my God, it's like one of my favorite smells of all time. And this formula is super comfortable. It's like a mix between a lip oil and a classic lip gloss. So it's a little bit thinner and runnier than like a traditional gloss formula. It has this beautiful flush of a berry shade that I just find really flattering, that looks great on everyone. So I think if you're looking to try a lip glaze from In Beauty, Berry Jam would definitely be my recommendation to start. If you've been watching my videos for a few months, you know that I fell head over heels for the Notorium Lip Balm. This has a very similar texture to the old, like the OG Bite Agave lip masks. It's super thick. It just smells slightly like something sweet, like a little sugary. It's only like 10 bucks at Target. It has this really comfortable, really soothing metal applicator, and the particular shade Jam is just so universally flattering. It's like this berry, but with a little bit more brown in it, which I love. Look at how this just smooths over my lip lines. Like, it makes your lip lines just look like glass. It softens everything. I just think that that's what I reach for in a lip product. And out of all of the formulas that I reviewed today, this is the one that I think is the most flattering on the lips because it does soften those lip lines so dramatically. Very much in a similar way to the Lawless Forget the Filler glosses. But out of all of those, I don't really have any like My Lips But Better shades, so I didn't include them. But the Neutrium lip balms are so fantastic. I would definitely pick it up just for a few bucks. It is so worth it. For a drugstore brand, I just think the Neutrium formulas continue to knock my socks off. And this shade is one that I just reach for constantly. I am almost out of it and I will instantly repurchase another one. And that's saying something because I rarely go through lip products because I own so many. I think I first fell in love with the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Lip Gloss in Slow Jam back in maybe December when I was in Florida. And this has just become a total staple in my routine. Now, I don't love the scent. It's kind of like crayons mixed with citrus, which I really don't like. And that's why I don't tend to buy a lot of Bobbi Brown lip products. But this color is just so stunning. It's definitely a little bit of a deeper berry, and there's some like red and some brown in there mixed with the berry. So I just think it'll be really flattering on a lot of people. And you don't have to build it up to this level of pigment at all. You can just be like super sheer with it. These are generally pretty sheer, but I like getting this level of pigment because the color is so pretty. Now I do notice if you hear me say my P's, like there's like a little bit of a gloopiness, even though it's not one of the thicker formulas. It just happens to me all the time. I think because I'm building up that pigment quite a bit, but I don't really mind it. I think it's still flattering on the lips. It's kind of like a cross between a lip oil, a lip gloss, and a lip balm. So it's very comfortable, kind of like medium weight. It's nowhere near as cushiony as like the Fico Lip Serums, Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss, the Rowan liquid lip balms, but it's just a really comfortable, like non-offensive formula. Oh man, the Beauty Pie Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil and Jammy. By the way, can these brands come up with any new names? We've got Jammy, Berry Jam, Jam, and Slow Jam. Like, we get it. Berries and jam, we got it. Hope you can see this. I am almost out of this bad boy. It's one of my favorites. It's so sheer, but it's a high shine finish, and it's kind of like if the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss was more sheer, had the most delicious like cupcake scent, and was more nourishing and kind of cushiony and plush. Like, I don't really find that the Bobbi Brown formula makes my lips feel better after I wear it, but with this it does. And this is more like cushiony, a little bit more like gel-like, kind of like the Rowan liquid lip balm formula. It's just amazing. I would definitely consider this like a liquid lip balm. It is so fantastic. I also love the shade Cherie, which is a kind of bright cherry red, but it's so sheer, it almost looks exactly the same on my lips, and I would consider this more of like a My Lips But Better shade. And if you haven't joined Beauty Pie, you can get $10 off with my code Kate Sent Me. Personally, this is my #1 favorite makeup item from Beauty Pie. My only complaint is that I wish they made some of these with more pigment because I want them to show up a little bit more. Like, you know, for this product, it's perfect. I like that this is super sheer, but I want some in the range that have more pigment because this formula is so addictive. I kind of just want it in like every finish, every texture, every color. This is also a Beauty Pie product. It is their Future Lipstick Luxe Shine in Bruised Berry. This is my favorite color from the Future Lipstick line. Again, it has that amazing cupcake smell that Beauty Pie lip products have. And it's got a little bit of that shine. It's got some balminess. Like, it feels like a cross between a lipstick and a lip balm. It's a little cushiony. It's just so easy and comfortable to apply. I like this bullet. I don't know, for some reason I find that a rounded bullet helps kind of soften my Cupid's bow a little bit. It is definitely somewhat similar to like the SHANTIKI Lip Chic and the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kisses in those, but a little bit more of a traditional lipstick in there. And as you can see, this color is kind of a cross between a pink and a berry. Now you don't have to, you know, make it this pigmented. You can totally mute it down a little bit. I just think that the shade Bruised Berry is like super flattering. It's another one of those pinky berries that just makes me feel like youthful and fresh and romantic. I just really love this color, and I think this one, especially because it has more pigment, could probably work on, you know, a wide range of skin tones and show up a little bit more than some of these others. Another Beauty Pie one, this is their Shine Up Lip Color Balm in Sexy Berry. You may be thinking, wow, that looks exactly the same as the one that you just wore. It's not. So this is the one I'm wearing right now. This is the Shine Up Lip Color Balm in Sexy Berry. And then right here is the Future Lipstick Luxe Shine in Bruised Berry. You can see this is a little bit more pink and Sexy Berry is a little bit more brown. I do prefer the Future Lipstick Luxe Shine in Bruised Berry. I like that little hint of pink to brighten up my face. I like the vanilla scent of that product, and the packaging feels a little bit more luxe. I've never liked the component of a lip crayon. They just feel very cheap to me, so this isn't my favorite packaging, but it's a beautiful formula. It actually feels very similar to the Future Lipstick Luxe Shine. It's just like a little bit balmy, a little bit shiny, but this one is fragrance free. So if you really don't like scented lip products, then go for Sexy Berry. And if you have slightly deeper skin or you like something a little bit more brown, then go for Sexy Berry too. I just think this is so pretty, so comfortable. I just continue to be blown away by Beauty Pie's lip products, so this is another absolute win from the brand. The Victoria Beckham Bitten Lip Tint in the shade Cherie is like a true My Lips But Better lip product all around. It goes on like a kind of somewhat glossy gel, and then it sets down to a stain. You don't feel any balminess or anything like that, it just feels like your skin. It's totally transfer proof. Nothing, it's just totally stained my lips. It can be a little bit drying, so sometimes I like to put a balm on top, and it can be patchy if you try to do 2 layers. So I would just recommend doing what I did, adding 1 layer and then kind of like dabbing away the edges. Otherwise it can get a little patchy, but just applied like this, I think it's fantastic. I just love this color Cherie. It's like a berry, but it's got some brown, it's got some pink. It's fragrance free, and I just think that it would suit so many people. And of course you have this beautiful weighted, luxurious tortoiseshell Victoria Beckham packaging. But I'll build up the color for you so you can see what I mean. Definitely some berry and some brown, but also some pink in there. Ugh, I just love that color. But I'm gonna take it off now because it's gonna stain my lips and I have more to apply. Now we're moving into the category of reds, and I just have 3 products that I think are sheer enough and muted enough to be considered a My Lips But Better shade. This is the In-Beauty Lip Glaze in Candy Apple. It's the first one they ever released and the first one I ever bought. As you can see, I am making my way through this and I am exactly halfway done. I'm very satisfied with that. It gives you that sheer candy apple red tint, and it smells like candy apples. Doesn't smell as good as berry jam. That's my favorite, but this is another favorite. I think it's just beautiful. I just tend to reach for like berry shades more than I reach for reds. It's got that high shine finish, comfortable gloss oil formula, and it's relatively affordable. I have an active coupon code with the brand now. I think it's Kate15. Not an affiliate code, so I don't make any money from it, but if you want to support my channel, again, you can use my affiliate links in the description box. The codes are just there for you. Again, just obsessed with the Notorium lip balms. They're so good. I don't have anything else to say about the formula that I didn't say before, but this is the shade Lychee. The only thing to note about the Notorium lip balms, some people have speculated that they're underfilled. Some have said that it's just some products have air bubbles, some don't, but I bought these at the same time. I've used them the same amount, and this one still looks full, but this one's nearly done. And the first time I squeezed this, all this air came out and it looked halfway used up. People said that that is an issue with the shade Jam, but the others are fine. So just keep that in mind if you're like, weird, why does this look used? Apparently like all of the Jam ones just don't have like the air bubble in them that these have. I don't know. My second favorite M Cosmetics lip cushion is this newer one. It's the shade Van Gogh, and it's kind of like a reddish brown, I would say. To me, this would be more like a natural lip color or a My Lips But Better shade if you have darker skin, especially if it's a little bit more on the warm side. But you can kind of sheer it out as well and look totally just like your natural lip color, or you can build it up. This could either go in the red or the brown category. It probably should have gone in the browns, but whatever. Even though it's kind of darker on my personal skin tone, I still feel like it looks really natural. I don't feel like I'm wearing like a bold lip, you know? Speaking of bold, the new Make Intense Serum Balms are fantastic. This is the shade Milky Way. I purchased it thinking it might be a little bit more sheer or a little bit lighter than this, but honestly, I think it's really fucking cool. Like, it's a cool shade. I love this. And of course, if you have a darker skin tone than I have, then this will look more like a natural lip color on you. On me, it looks pretty bold. It's very much brown forward, but compared to their other shades surface level, Milky Way is much more red, surface level is more gray. First of all, the packaging's dope. I think this is a pretty cool component. And I love that it has this really big, comfortable applicator. But because it's the Intense formula, like, you really have to wipe this off. Otherwise, this is what happens. Yeah. You can really build this up, as you can see. It's bold. So at this level of pigmentation, this could be a My Lips But Better shade for someone with darker skin. On me though, I like to mute it. It has like a little indentation in the applicator that holds a lot of product. And because of that, you just get so much out. And it is a cushiony formula. It's that cushiony kind of gel-like plushious formula. These are fragrance free. And I just find that these are a little bit slippery, especially if you build up the pigment. Like this, they're totally fine and they're really comfortable. I just find these to be a very kind of plush, gel-like, cushiony kind of lip formula. It's a little bit slippery, but comes in a really wide range of shades. They have a sheer version of this. They all pretty much look the same on me because they were so sheer. So I prefer the intense ones. I think I just should have gotten one of the lighter shades. I just love the Fico Lip Serum in full. It's FUL from their Beautiful collection. It is just such a stunning brown. It's got a little bit of red in there too, but it makes me feel like cool and sophisticated. I did swatch it compared to the Make. So this is the Fico Lip Serum in full. It's definitely a little bit lighter. And then you have Milky Way from the Make Serum Intense Balm. I also just don't think anything beats this lip formula. I love it so much. You can always use my code KATE20 for 20% off. It's just one of my favorite lip products of all time. Now, if we're talking about My Lips But Better, this is like my exact lip color. It's the Fico Lip Serum in the shade T from the Beautiful collection, so it's spelled T-I. This is definitely more of a nude shade on me, but I just wanted to include something that was like my actual lip color. A light beige with a little bit of brown and a little bit of pink, I think, but my lips have like no color. Real quick, this is the Fico Lip Serum in Buff. It's kind of a cross between a pink and a beige, and I just wanted to include it for people who don't really like the mauves, the berries, the reds, the rich browns. You want something a little bit lighter that still just looks like a natural lip color. I think Buff is a really great option. My latest obsession is the NARS Soft Matte Lip Balm in Brief Encounter. This is just like the best warm tan kind of shade. I just think it's so flattering on so many people. You already know I love this formula. It just feels like such a comfortable balm, but it looks matte on the lips. So this would be a more My Lips But Better shade if you are slightly more tan or have medium skin, or you just prefer something that's a little bit warmer and a little bit more brown. I have just been wearing this nonstop with like a really similar eyeshadow color, just like a warm brown on the eyes. My Victoria Beckham cream blush and mini skirt. Oof, it's a vibe. This is the Rose Inc Satin lipstick in the shade Enigmatic. The smell is rose mixed with vanilla, and I hate anything floral near my mouth, but it is subtle enough that I can wear it and it kind of dissipates after a few minutes. For those of you who are not sensitive to scents, you will not understand why that's a big deal. But for a lot of us, fragrance is a really key component to an experience with a product, so it's something that I always have to mention. As for the formula, this is a very classic kind of lipstick formula. You know, it doesn't like glide, it doesn't add a lot of shine. It's just a satin, classic kind of comfortable formula. It's not drying, but it's also not nourishing or balmy. It's like a classic satin lipstick. The shade Enigmatic, I think is described as a rose terracotta. It's one of those shades that kind of seems to like look different in different lighting, so I haven't entirely figured out what this looks like, especially because this is a new to me product. I haven't worn it a lot since I bought it. Since I don't love that scent, since it's not one of these like nourishing, balmier formulas, I haven't been reaching for it, but also the packaging is so flimsy and cheap feeling, very much like the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss, but they did that because this is refillable. So you can just take the lipstick out and pop it back in. If you are looking for like just a classic satin lipstick, the Rose Ink line does come in a pretty wide range of like My Lips But Better shades, according to any different like skin tone or skin type. So they have more fleshier nudes that are a lot lighter. They have pinks, they have deeper reds and berries, they have richer browns. But what I was really impressed by their shade range of the lipsticks, because it's all kind of seemingly like similar variations on like terracottas, roses, pinks, reds, berries, all in the kind of natural lip shade family. So I wanted to give this a mention even though it's not my favorite product out of all of these. I do think there's a time and a place where I like to wear it, and I can't smell the rose vanilla anymore, so it doesn't bother me. That's it. Those are all of my favorite My Lips But Better products for 2022. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe for more videos like this. In a very cluttered world of beauty influencers, I tend to try to set myself apart by having a very critical eye for my product reviews. So I hope that you don't ever take it as like a negative. I'm really just trying to be super, super thorough so that consumers can make the best choices. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, I'll see you in the next one.